all for coming, not only from all over the United States, from as far as Florida, South Carolina, New York, Maine, Hawaii, but also from as far as Singapore, Malaysia, Sweden, and Turkey.
Of course, I came all the way from Istanbul for her wedding. Actually, I'm her best friend's mom.
Oh. I've known her since 10th and 11th grade, high school.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you go to college together too?
We did. I'm from Sweden, so our grandmothers were sisters. And yeah, so their grandmother moved to New York in the 50s, and mine stayed in Sweden.
We both flew over from the other side of the world.
Did you go to school over here
Ear
too?
protection in everyone.
Oh, wow.
Did I go to school? No, I did go to school in America, but not on the East Coast. I went to Davis in California.
I'm her cousin.
Oh, cool. And your cousin too?
Yeah, actually, they grew up in Sayville, and we grew up in a town over, Oakdale. So we got to see each other a lot, and we actually lived with them for a little bit. So.
Are you John's sister?
Yes.
So I met your sons at the... Did I meet your sons?
I have one son, one daughter. My daughter's in there painting, and my son's at the gun range.
Okay.
TJ. Glasses, looks like Clark Kent. This is actually my first time seeing the house. And I've been to their other New Hampshire house. But this is my first time at this house.
Our moms are sisters. Our moms are sisters, and then the bride's dad is their brother.
Never been here. First time ever.
I've been there, but she knows New Hampshire pretty well.
So you've never even been to their house in New Hampshire?
I watched the movie though on Golden Pond. Does that count?
So your wedding, you'll be coming to Squam for the first time and experiencing it. Oh my gosh, that's totally fun. That's like so different.
Two's off to a good start. Group 1 and Group 2. So we have 5 shooters, and we randomly selected, and each shooter gets 25 rounds, I think. And now we kind of stopped because of the rain, but Group 3 is now going out, and we line up 5 in a row, and one shooter at a time. You yell pull, and then you hit the clay pigeon or the skeet. I'm not sure what that is.
I thought you were official.
I did it one round. That's enough. Somebody else.
Oh my
That's right. Yeah.
I thought you worked here. You look so official.
Yeah,
he's got the
official look. Yeah, he's got the official comes with age.
Are you excited for the weekend festivities?
Yeah. It'll be some affair.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Great having the guys together. We're gonna call that one a hit. Boom. There you go.
Yeah, these guys are cranking them out, man. You gotta stay on that scoreboard, man.
Whoa. That disintegrated.
My husband John, he never took time off ever. And then finally he's like, that's it, I'm taking next week. So I ran to the bookstore, I bought a book, and it was all about like where you can take kids on vacation in the Northeast. So meanwhile, we always loved the movie on Golden Pond. Yeah. So I'm flipping through, it's late at night, and he's thinking like the next day we'll go somewhere. And I said, oh my gosh, I found a place that was actually filmed on Golden Pond. He's like, that's it, we're going there. And he picks up the phone, he calls them, and they had a cancellation at Rocky Well Deep Haven Camp, and they usually never have space. But they had the space, and the next morning we were on the ferry from Long Island, headed up, had the greatest week, and came back every year after that because it was just, it became like a family favorite place.
Ever since I was his age, actually. We would come here for like a week every summer, and it was just the best week out of every year. We wouldn't do anything. We would just hang out by the lake and just enjoy each other's company.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we ended up 2 docks down from the cabin that we used to stay in when we went to Rocky Well Deep Haven Camps all those years. 2 docks, and it's right there, and we never knew. And then we ended up living here, so we're lucky.
The perfect spot for Auntie Allie's wedding. It's the perfect spot.
Are you going to steal the show tomorrow?
What do you think? Yeah? What's your job gonna be?
Ring bearer.
Yeah, the ring bear.
Can you tell Meg what happens after the wedding and a few days after that? Where are you moving to?
Singapore.
You are? Can you believe it? No way. You can't. You have to stay with Marmor. You have to stay with me. I'm excited. He's gonna have his first plane ride.
So Chris used to own a music school, and now he owns the daycare. At the time, he owned both. So Chris worked at the school with me.
So I worked for Chris, and as a drum teacher, I taught drum lessons, and he owned the school at the time. I eventually bought the school from him, and then Nick started working, right? So Nick's a guitar instructor, and then Catherine started working there. I met Catherine.
Like a music-inspired preschool, so they were conjoined with a music school that both Chris and Nick taught at.
Okay.
And that's how I met Chris. And then we were always scheming to set up Nick and Allie together.
We met in 2015, okay, January. So we were only together for 3 months together before I went back to Singapore. Then we had a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
But that quick romance, okay, we went to like an Italian place in the North End. We went to,
The cool thing about that time was
and it was snowing like crazy.
yeah, it was like the most snow New England has ever experienced. So it was like the whole time from January to March was one big huge blizzard. So I remember on Valentine's Day we trekked through like 6 feet of snow through this narrow street where there was like in between the walls of snow to get to a restaurant for Valentine's Day. And I helped him shovel snow at his workplace. It was very dreamy. Everywhere. And we were just snowed in a lot watching movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Their first official date was on Valentine's Day during a blizzard, and I will never forget watching him pick her up at our apartment and seeing how natural they were together and the way they made each other laugh. After you walked out of the door, Chris's mom looked at me and said, "That is what love looks like," and I could not agree more.
We have seen such a change in both of them, the way they look at each other, the way that they are around each other. We love getting on Skype and Skyping them because we just love to see them looking at each other, talking to us. They're always paying attention to one another. The relationship they have is just amazing.
And for those of you who don't know, my parents also just celebrated their 30th wedding anniversary. So Mom and Dad, thank you so much for being such fantastic role models for us and for just setting a strong example of what it looks like to love and support someone through all of the inevitable ups and downs in life.
With mountains come valleys. We often get to mountaintops through the valleys. And you will have the normal valleys that come with living, snoring, laundry, taking out the trash, cleaning up the various messes. And you will have other valleys, such as illness, death of family members, and the challenges and tough moments of parenting. But these valleys, like the mountains, will be opportunities to have and to hold, to love and to cherish. 2 frogs fell into a deep cream bowl. One was an optimistic soul, but the other took the gloomy view. "We shall drown," he cried without more ado. So with a last despairing cry, he flung up his legs and he said, "Goodbye." Quoth the other frog with a merry grin, "I can't get out, but I won't give in. I'll just swim around till my strength is spent. Then I will die the more content." Bravely he swam till it would seem his struggles began to churn the cream. On the top of the butter at last he stopped, and out of the bowl he gaily hopped. What is the moral? 'Tis easily found. If you can't hop out, keep swimming around.
Now I'm going to recommend something. Yeah. Get half a glass of rosé. Everything gets much easier after that. You know what? I don't have one. I have 2 daughters. Yeah. I have 2 daughters. It's astonishing. I also have another son. It's something else. They're here.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's something else. It's quite wonderful. B, what are you drinking? Is it rosé?
No, it's coffee.
Oh, you good girl.
This is unbelievable. You know, it's, you know, getting together with the family and seeing Allison. She's so beautiful. And meeting Nick. He's so awesome. And his family is awesome. And, you know, it's just like, wow, you know, it's like, this is what life is all about. You know? And weddings are just the happiest occasion. So, you know, it just, It doesn't even seem real to me. I'm not crying, but it doesn't even seem real because, you know, it's like this is what happens on TV, not in real life, and we're all living it. So it's great.
Allie, I have strived to follow in your footsteps since the moment I arrived in this world. As a child, I was convinced that you were magical. And I was completely fine with you being magical and me being an ordinary human, as long as you would continue to let me follow you around and take part in your adventures. Allie, being an introvert by nature, doesn't open her heart and share her magic with just anyone. I've always admired Allie for being someone who values a few genuine, strong as steel friendships over a million surface level ones. I think all the ladies in the bridal party can attest to, being close to Allie is a gift, and she has a million friends in one person.
Allie is so kind. She just warms my heart. She's just a ray of sunshine. She sees the best in everyone. And I don't know how she does it. Like, she's what this world needs. Sounds weird, but it is.
I just love Allie's heart. She has this big, beautiful heart and always takes care of everyone, and she's always fun to be around.
I love her ability to make everything like fun and loving, and the laughing that we all have, that we all do together, and that like she just lights up a room whenever she walks in it.
When Allie was born, I kind of thought that I had experienced some really cool things. Traveled all around the world, a lot of airplanes, flying airplanes, being a passenger in airplanes, jumping out of airplanes. Just thought I had done it all, seen it all. But the moment that you were born was the most amazing thing. I can't even describe the feeling of what it was like. It was just sheer joy beyond what I thought was possible. It really began a whole new era of my life. I was driving in the car, and all of a sudden I heard from the back seat, I heard, "Daddy?" I said, "Yes, Allie?" Allie said, "Daddy, when I grow up and I become a woman, I want to marry you." That was unbelievable. Just her innocence. But it was the greatest thing anyone ever said to me. Allie! So beautiful.
Wow, your shoes are so shiny. Oh my gosh.
I'm ready to take you. Oh, I'm going to be following you. You're the boat.
Go get married. Go to the chapel and we're gonna get married.
As far as romantic relationships are concerned, I never thought anyone would be magical enough to date my sister. That is until we met Nick. I first knew Nick as being my husband's best friend and favorite person on earth. Don't blush, Chris. I remember one time Chris came home and told me, I was walking down the street and saw Nick hop off the tee with the biggest smile on his face. So I asked him what he was so happy about. Did he win the lottery? And he responded by saying, I'm just happy to be alive and going to work. For those of you on my side of the family who don't know Nick as well, that is a pretty good testament to his character. His infectious, positive energy, humor, and a genuine interest in other people are what I think makes Nick truly exceptional.
Nick, my little brother, I've known you your whole life. I remember everything we used to do when we were small. We used to chase turtles in the stream. We used to go fishing, sometimes luckily, most of the time not. We went through the same schools together in Singapore. We served in the forces, not together because of our age gap. And I know all of your accomplishments as well. I know how well you play guitar. I've seen all of the music that you write that you won't let other people read yet until it's just perfect. I know what a kind and understanding and charitable person you are. And I'm so happy as your brother to see you grow into the man you've become today and select such a wonderful, wonderful woman to be your wife. Nick, of everything you've done, I've been proud of so much. This is what I'm most proud of. Well done.
In the name of God, I, Nick, take you, Allie.
In the name of God, I, Nick, take you, Allie.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poor.
For richer and
in sickness and in health.
In sickness or health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
Until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
Okay, you can drop it in hands and then you take his. In the name of God, I, Allie, take you, Nick.
In the name of God, I, Allie, take you, Nick.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poor.
For richer, for poor.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
Until we are parted by death.
Until we are parted by death.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Nikhil Hogan. Your music.
Allie and Nick, I am so honored not only to be a part of this special day, but to be a significant part of your lives. I am beyond excited to soon be moving to Singapore with you and to be there as the next chapter of your lives unfold as husband and wife. I wish you both a lifetime of laughter in those joyous moments, loving support throughout the trying times, and excitement for all of the adventures that lie ahead.
Weddings is that we get to put things together. So Lortons, Barrys, Tessensons, Hogans, cheers to everyone. What a great wedding.
Well, this wedding is a little bit unusual in the sense that the band is kind of overkill. If you look at the musicians that typically play at wedding bands, we have some of the, I'm serious, we have some very heavy musicians playing at this band. And now my brother, Christopher Jangalewski. I had no idea in 2015 when we started working together, he'd eventually become my brother. Come on, everybody, let's go. We're gonna have a swinging night. Everybody have a great night.
so close.
I don't know if I've ever seen fireworks
That was good pyrotechnics, Alan. You play techniques with every Roman Catholic. Little just right.
Suffice to say, I did not expect that. Wow.
Oh my god.
Thank you guys.
It's so special.
We didn't think it would be that grand.
Hey, Allie and Nick. I just want to say congratulations to the both of you. I'm really happy for you. I know you're going to do great things. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you.